Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome to the finale of Signalis. Achtung, Achtung. So today is episode 5. I'm going to be playing until we finish the game because it's my understanding that I'm pretty close to the end if I was to look at my playtime and the average playtime for this game. So in the last episode we reached the bottom of the mine with Elster. Saw a bunch of visions. We were in this like ocean of red. Reached the ship. She tried to get inside the ship. Then she seemingly died and the game ended. But it was a fake ending. And then we saw another flashback of her back on the ship. We learned about her relationship with Ariane. And then we were thrown back with Elster repairing herself and now showing up in Rotfront instead of Sierpinski. So I really can't wait to understand what's going on. I feel like I have all the pieces of the puzzle. You know, we have Elster, Alina, Ariane, Adler, Isa, the infection, Rotfront, Sierpinski, like the island. We have all these different pieces. I feel like I have everything. I just don't know how to arrange them. Like maybe I'm missing one key component. I guess the main thing that confuses me is the timeline of events. Like when we see Elster with Ariane on the ship, I assume that's in the past. But there's also like the persona degradation and like their neural pattern being modeled after existing gestalt. So maybe some of what we're seeing is like a previous life or like a different replica that's also going through the same thing. Like it sort of makes sense in my head. I don't really have the words to explain it, but hopefully by the end like it all gets clear to us. Like I don't really expect the game to explain everything by the end, but I hope it at least gives you enough to be able to piece it together yourself. Like that's kind of my favorite way for mysteries to be unveiled in games. Like I don't want everything spelled out for me, but I hope there's at least enough where you feel like it was a satisfying conclusion, a satisfying ending. So I guess we'll see. For now, we have Rotfront to explore. There's a lot of enemies there, so I'm expecting it to be pretty challenging today, but I'm gonna try my best. You know, as scared as I've been, I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job of getting through the game. Like I've been saving up on my ammunition, saving up on my health kits, so we should be okay. I just really want to know what's going on. I'm expecting Adler to be a boss, perhaps the final boss, because we've seen he's still alive and he's transformed into one of these monsters now. So there's a lot of questions I want answered. Like, have we been playing one Elster this whole time, or have we been playing multiple? Is Ariane and Alina the same person? Like, is the infection a real product of some kind of alien entity? Or is it like a secondary effect of all the bioresonant replicas going rogue and then like putting everyone through this weird mental thing? We read these things about seemingly Ariane on the ship getting sick or being attacked by something. Was she attacked by an Elster that went crazy because of the persona degradation she was going under? Or was she subjected to the infection? I don't know, I'm still confused, but I'm really invested and I can't wait to learn some more. So that's enough rambling from me for now. As always, thank you so much for being here. Without any further ado, let's finish Signalis. So I'm going to make a different save on slot 1. And let me quickly remember what I was doing. So we've got flashlight, revolver, the rifle for big enemies, some revolver ammo, the hand wheel, right? I was going to use the hand wheel in the pipeworks to explore that. And I remember needing to go upstairs. This room there was full of enemies and there's still a bunch of doors for us to open. So there's a lot to do. I'm also in the yellow. Do I have some healing items? One thing I kind of remembered between episodes, we have all these auto injectors and I kept thinking you can only use those to revive if you get hurt, but you can just use them to instantly restore a large amount of health. Like it's not just an auto life thing. You can also use them as a simple healing item, which I should probably do. We've also got the submachine gun, flare gun. We've got grenade shells, we've got great shells. I haven't really used those. Like, it's my bad habit of keeping the strong items for later in the game, even though I should probably use them. Should I carry the photo tank in case we actually find the... No, I'm gonna leave it here and we'll try and come back to it if we need. Alright, I was still looking for the password for the bookstore. These I probably should have burned, but oh well. We've got... Let's see. We've got... There's lifts up there, but they're not marked on the map. Then we've got like... Oh. Wait, have I interacted with this? Rotfront Sector C, Arbeiter... I think it's a school. Duyen? Oh, they're like phases of the moon? Duyen, Vineta, Kitez, Rotfront, Lang... Wait! I thought the Rotfront was only a sector on Lang. Okay, well now I'm really confused. So Lang... Wait a second. What's the name of the planets? Do I have like a memory of the... that solar system we saw? Vineta is a full planet, right? Rotfront is all... So they're all different planets. Okay, well then how did we go from the mines on Lang to Rotfront? Because at the beginning of the game, when you look at the ship, it says this ship is never gonna fly again. So if it was on Lang that we crashed... Okay, now I'm really confused. I thought maybe Sierpinski was on the planet Lang and Rotfront was just like a different area. So like we'd walked all the way from Sierpinski to Rotfront, and that's why they were also being infected, because, you know, somehow the infection reached all the way there. But this is a different planet, and it also has monsters. I'm really confused now. Kitez is also a planet. Heimat is also a planet. Oh, then what the hell is happening? Okay, well, we need a dial for this. And then there's the symbol. Ooh. What's with all the glitchiness? There's like a hole looking behind. What do you call that? A peephole? Moon's mural. Ah, okay. That's the whole thing. Well, let's use the wheel here. Open and open. Alright. What fresh hell awaits? Just garbage. Blue diskette. Oh, we can use this on the computer. And some ammo. I always like that. Oh, and there's even more. But you can't carry more than 12. Okay, well, we'll be using it then. A blue magneto-optical data storage diskette for use in office computers. There's no label on the disk apart from the manufacturer's mark. Okay, well, we know where to use this. Disinfection room? The room itself looks like it could use some disinfection. Acetone. Oh, that's to dissolve paint. A bottle of liquid dimethyl ketone can be used to dissolve and clean up plastics, epoxies, and paints. A common cleaning product used to soften and dissolve various paints and plastics, and we needed this in this room there that has the painting. Should I just go back there right now? My inventory is almost full. Or should I just keep going? What is that? There's something in a cloak that's like breathing. Hello? Can I not look at this person? Wait, you can jump down? Meat grinder? There's clearly like someone wearing a cloak and breathing. Okay, I'm not gonna be jumping in the meat grinder. Oh, that's one creepy room, isn't it? Okay, there's the keypad. We need the code. That's the birthday of Erica and Isa, the daughters of Anya, E2. The door on the right, I don't remember. It was maybe like locked from the other side. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's go back to the computer. Hope these guys don't get up. Although we do have a lot of ammo. Oh, I should go get the thing in the paint right away. This one I think I burned with a thermite, so we should be good. Oh, there's more stuff in here. Use acetone? Yes. Lovers? It's an Arcana card. A tarot card depicting the 6th major arcanum, Lovers. 6 lovers. And what am I supposed to do with that? Okay. No space to carry repair spray. Okay, we have a tarot card. Maybe I should burn these bodies, but I think if I was to use a thermite, it would only hit one of them, so... disc? Antenne, transmit, Osricht. Bunch of numbers. Rotsi West, Rotsi East. Antennen Gite, Rotfront Sector C. Receiver dish mode duplex. Signal repeated to local. Set your radio frequency 125. Oh, okay, you can like 210. Wait, let's see. 210. No data feed. Oh, I'm trying to get the right signal. Hey, that's not creepy. So I guess this one is fine. So now we want this one. 125. Sounds like someone is trying to speak, but... Alright, 125. Oh, it's going to tell us like which station, I guess. 43. Okay, so 43. What about it? 43. I guess we're gonna need to know about this eventually. Transmit? Oh, 43? Polytone, magpie, or bells? I'm not sure. Ostrich. Due to the power rationing, only a limited number of antennas in the grid are powered at a time. To determine which antennas are currently powered, use the antenna program to triangulate the correct antenna. Take note of the antenna where the test signal can be heard on both dishes. In the transmit program, enter the antenna number and select the correct sound file to broadcast. How do I know what the sound file is? Maybe I need another diskette because there's 2 slots in the computer. I mean, I can try and transmit, I guess. 43. File has been sent to antenna. Okay. Magpie. File has been sent to antenna. Bells. Okay. Direct build camera 01. Nice and creepy. I think I'm missing a diskette maybe to like read the file or something. Okay, well for now I'm going to store the lovers. Not sure what that's going to be used for. I'm going to store the stun prod and keep 3 open. Let me get both of these and just combine them. There we go. So now we have only repair spray plus. We have 4 plus we have 3 auto injectors. So unless I take a ton of damage, I think I should be fine. And we have the 3 empty slots. All right, let's save. Not gonna jump in the meat grinder just yet. I still don't have the information to be able to go in this. I guess we'll go upstairs. Okay, these are still down. Oh! Ooh, oh shit, this place is getting... Wait, from this room? How did this place get infected so quick? I was just in there and there was no like... Was there some infection there? Okay, so this room is just locked away. I guess we better go upstairs before this place is not accessible either. There's still a bunch of stuff here. So this was locked, this was locked. This room is dark. I think I'd kill the enemies in there, but they might get up. I'm still being watched too. Son of a bitch. Okay, the enemies are still down in here. But not in this room. I think they... Oh, I can't... But, oh... They force you to open your light. They force you to open your light because otherwise the door won't open. That's so sneaky. I was gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna close my light so that they don't see me, but you can't do that. Alright, I just gotta be ready to fight as soon as I go in. Die! There might be more showing up also, you never know. Repair spray plus, okay, sure. Let's use it since we took some damage. Probably won't bring me back to blue, but that's okay. How do we get in there? Can we not? Can I not? Can I not? Some metal debris is caught in the light well's netting. So I can't go in there? I guess there's nothing. We've got 3 doors. Closed, open, and closed. Oh, that fixes it. Let's see. Hospital hallway. Closed. Closed. Ah! Son of a bitch. So many of these things. Anyone else? In a hallway too? Man. Unlock the door, okay. Unlocks from the other side. Open. Let's go in the apartment. Wait, have I... Oh, I've already been in this room. Yeah, let's pick those up. Okay, I've already killed these enemies. Was there anything else in this room? Oh. Yes, I've read this. There's more ammo there. You guys stay down. Alright, I left some of these behind. Maybe wash my hands? No, we're good? Okay. It's just a shortcut, basically. Alright, we've got one more room. I know something will pop up in here. I don't trust these empty rooms anymore. Teacher's evaluation, Ariane Young. The girl without a doubt is remarkably odd, certainly due to her being raised solely by her mother, rather than by a community of good people overseen by a block warden as is normal these days. Her obsession with paintings, music, and other such nonsense was clearly implanted during her time living in the mountains on that desolate radio outpost. And surely her friendship with those Venedan-born E2 sisters also exposed her to some of the questionable literature that is illegally sold in their parents' bookstore. So, let me finish reading. She does not seem to understand that these distractions are no longer acceptable now that she must partake in the society of our nation like anyone else. Personally, I can only hope military service will beat those frivolous ideas out of her in a way that this school has failed to do so far, right? Because right now, we're in a school, right? Rotfront is a school? Or at least there is a school in Rotfront because we saw it in a vision earlier in the game. So, she was raised solely by her mother. Her mother being Iris. When we found the radio earlier in the game, I guess that's what it was. That's where she was stationed, Ariane. So she was in that radio station and we found a letter saying you and Iris, so they were sisters, and then the mother is... Wait, no, Camilla is the sister of Iris. I'm confused. Either it was like her aunt or it was her sister, I can't remember. But there was an Iris Young, and there's an Ariane Young, and there's a Camilla Young. And I think either she has a sister or like it's her mother's sister. Anyways, so that explains it. I guess she was stationed at that radio and that's why she was getting a letter from her mother. So she went to this school and she was friend with the E2 sisters who were also born on Vineta, just like Elster apparently. And in that flashback from the school, we saw Isa and I guess she saw her sister being like bullied. But like, how does it connect to this Alina Seo? I guess one idea I haven't really considered until now is that maybe Alina Seo is a fake name. Like maybe she was hired under a fake name when she's really Ariane Young. And so that's why we saw her at first on the ship as Ariane Young, and then when we're looking for her in Sierpinski, we're looking for Alina Seo, like she took a fake name. She spent time in a desolate radio outpost, picking up painting and music, and by the time she was... And then they were like, oh, surely a military service will beat those ideas out of her. So that's later, once she was on the ship, exploring space for like new worlds with Elster. That was like, I guess, in the future. I hope this whole game is not just, you know, in Elster's mind. Because it seems like we're revisiting places in her past. Or like in Ariane's past. And so I hope the whole game is not just like a bioresonant induced hallucination that Elster is kind of like piecing together Ariane's past, and she has to face these monsters because they're like a manifestation of Ariane's trauma or something like that. But no, because we find these reports of like there's an infection, people are getting sick, like their skin is falling off. We get descriptions of the symptoms of this infection, so it can't be just like a Silent Hill, oh, it's a manifestation of my trauma kind of deal. But so I think them being at the school together and like the radio station, that's the earliest thing that happened. And then later she was sent on military service, and that's when we saw her on the ship with Elster and they were girlfriends and everything was nice. And then we saw like the beginning of the game when Elster is on the ship all alone by herself. They had crashed on this planet, like this snowy planet. They said the ship was never gonna fly again, and we were looking for her. So that has to be like the latest thing. But then when does Sierpinski take place? When does Rotfront takes place? That's the part I don't know. There's a picture of a magpie on the box above what looks like a small speaker or a microphone. A magpie. That's what Elster means, right? Magpie? The magpie box. So I need to play something on my radio. Is it... What was the other channel? Can I actually put it on 43 like station 43? No, it doesn't go all the way down to 43. I guess I don't have what I need for this. Shit. We'll have to come back then. I hope these stay down. I should burn this one with the shield. Should carry some thermites on me. Let's just hope this infection doesn't go any further, because then we won't be able to go in. Magpie. So I need... Because I can transmit Magpie to antenna 43. But then how do I broadcast it? Like... Signal repeated to local. Set your radio frequency to... Because they stay different frequencies. 210? So does that mean Magpie is now playing on this channel? That's what we hear on the title screen. Achtung, Achtung. Like we can clearly hear someone talking, but... Oh, maybe this is what I need to open the box? But this sounds more like a distress signal. Room 0512. Ah, I didn't bring a thermite. Would this open? Because it didn't sing out the signal earlier, so maybe this is Magpie. It worked. There's a picture of Magpie. Starkey. And another... Oh, I don't have space. Okay, thank you. Store key. Young photo store. Ooh. They had a photo store? Ooh, I should have written down like which doors I need to open with what, but I didn't. Shit. Maybe I haven't found this door yet though. Okay, well, I need to pick up this tarot card. I need to give up something. I guess I'll use this. Alright, we're back in blue. Star. A tarot card depicting the 17th Major Arcanum star. Alright. So this one, this unlocks from the other side, and this is a 512 room, right? Okay, I guess that's not the one we need the key for. Room 50512. And that's on the upper floor. Okay, we'll be back for this. Okay, so transmitting did work. We sent out the magpie signal, and that opened the box. But then maybe we should transmit the other one in advance. So store key, I guess I could keep it on me. That doesn't leave me a lot of... like, because now I have a photo. I have a photo tank and I have the key to the store. So if I can find the store, then I could use these items right away, you would think? I guess I'll store these. And I hope I have enough of these 6 to get where I need to go. I'll rely on just these weapons, and because I feel like if I jump downstairs, maybe I can use these if I can find the room. What else was locked here? There's a door locked there. There's the keypad. I need to find the birthday of the E2 sisters. Okay, let's save. I'm going to double check these doors just to remember what I needed to open them, and so I can write it down. We also need a dial for this thing up there. Unlocks from the other side. So any door that's yellow that I haven't written down, I will assume needs to be opened from the other side. Unlocks from the other side. Alright, so they all open from the other side. And then this one up there, you need the code on the keypad. So the only place I can go is down the meat grinder. Fun! Fun! Everyone jump in the meat grinder. And I can only hope we find this photo store somewhere down there. The meat grinder seems to be broken. It looks safe to drop through to the floor below. Drop down? Yes? Zan. Cooler. Keep getting these flashes of Ariane. Right, because the Ariane we saw on the ship, she had white hair. But the Alina we've been looking for, she has brown hair. Did she dye her hair, or is it before her hair turned white? Because we found a diary from her saying my hair is turning white, so it has to be like the same person. But then that would mean that Sierpinski happened before they were on the ship together. So how am I exploring the past? Public house. Why is there like a shadow? There's like an imprint of a person there. You see that? Creepy. Public house. Look at all the bulging flesh. Teeth? Like someone vomited their own teeth? The tower. Another arcana. The tower is a very bad card. It's always a very bad sign. Millions starve as Imperial blockade continues. Due to the ongoing transit of Kitez, ration shipments to Veneta have been disrupted by Imperial forces again. Millions of Yuuzhan citizens must starve for yet another month as Imperial missile frigates in Kitez orbit critically damage one of our humanitarian convoys on their way to Veneta, sending diplomatic efforts with the Empire into another crisis. The orbit of Kitez will continue to block free travel between Veneta, Rotfront, and Heimat for another 8 seasons, which leaves our liberation troops on Veneta stranded on the desolate ocean world with minimal support. Convoys will continue to be sent despite the Imperial blockade. Only through perseverance can we rebuild what remains of Veneta. And we've read that Elster is from Veneta because apparently she has like a Venetan accent. Moldy rations are scattered on the table. Looks like they had it pretty rough here. 162? Okay, equip the rifle. Ah, that didn't get both! Oh, this is like a subway. I was really hoping to get both in one shot, because I don't have that many bullets on me. Disposable stun prod. Okay, that's all the enemies. I should burn them. Okay, metro platform. Metro platform? How is there still a metro moving? Like, there's still people operating the metro? Electro Ratsi. Why is there the eye on the fucking TVs? Alright. Door open. Door locked. Radio, electro. I don't know what it says there. Locked. Star key. Okay, this is the photo star. And then open. Okay, many places to go. This is the photo star. Developer fluid, yes. I might run out of space. There's a bunch of names. People's Army 5th Venetan Infantry Division Unit 12. Birgit Fukuyama, Anna Huang, Lilith E2, another E2, Rebecca Liang, Elise NG, Nutburga Park, Alina Seo, Helena Wong. Okay. That's it? Oh, I really thought I was gonna be developing... Wait, maybe I can combine them. Oh. Opening it right now. I need to add some developer fluid. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Bottle with photographic quick developing fluid. Develops and fixes photographs in seconds. Simply soak the undeveloped photo in the fluid. Do I need some special equipment, or could I combine them in my inventory? The photograph that was inside the developing tank, it's a QR code. The photo shows some kind of digital dot matrix code. I wonder what kind of machine could process this code. Well, my phone? Could my phone, like, I don't know, it seems a little too hard to see. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't work. I guess I need some kind of machine to process it. Some kind of digital dot matrix code. I wonder what kind of machine. Okay. Well, now we have that. I hope there's a save a save room somewhere here? Because these enemies will get up and I have only 4 bullets left. Let's go check out the other room. Could I get a save room, please? Like, this doesn't look like a save room, but let's see. Thank you so much, patient key. Thank you for giving me a save room. That's the key for the room up there. The tag is splattered in blood. And there's the Signalis logo on it. I don't really know what that logo is. Okay, I guess we'll start a tarot card. Combine those. Combine those. I'm trying to carry as many like quest items with me as possible, so I don't need to go back to the save room every time. Like, but this I know where to use, so I'm gonna have to go back upstairs anyway, so we can store it. Okay, let me carry like... I only have 6 more. Once I run out of these, I guess I'll switch to my shotgun. But let's carry like 3. I'm gonna keep the photograph on me because I don't know when I can use it. And then there's another room up there. Oh, it goes upstairs. Alright. Oh, okay, we can open this one from... Okay. Oh! You son of a bitch. You sneaky bastard. Okay, you know what? Not what I wanted to do. You'll regret this later. Let me get a stun prod. Actually, how many stun prods do I have? 10? Okay, I think I should be... I think probably I should be using those. I didn't know I had this many. Let's equip this. Because the flashlight does not take space, right? It's just a module, so I don't need to have it equipped until I actually need it. Let's equip the stun prod and use it to save some bullets. So when does this guy come out? Oh, it comes out as soon as you... Hey guys, come over here. Nice and close together, please. Ah, they're too far apart. Oh, how did that not get you? You were right next to it. That's some bullshit. Alright, I should burn these. There might be one more that shows up too. It came out of the ground. It's not even like a tiled floor. It's just a regular, like, flat surface, and it still came out of the ground. The red eye. There exists a strange folklorish idea in many sectors of Rotfront related to pareidolia, the tendency to see meaningful images in random patterns, like seeing a face in an ink blot or letters in a smudge of dirt. It is well known that the so-called red eye is simply an anticyclonic storm produced by a high-pressure region in the atmosphere of Rotfront's planet. Yet for some of the early settlers of Rotfront, this natural phenomenon became symbolic of their struggle and way of life. That red spot in the sky, became a perfect metaphor for the ever-present surveillance by the protectors and the tight grip of the central government on Heimat. Even today, the idea of an unblinking, watchful eye observing their every move still resonates strongly with the people here. During the celebration of Montfest at the end of each season, adult citizens will sometimes give students ration marks that have been dipped in red paint, Officially, the red paint is said to represent the blood of those who died in the revolution, but the red coins share an eerie resemblance to that red eye. Or is this just pareidolia too? Should you ever receive one of these red eye ration marks, remember to clean up the paint with acetone or similar paint thinner. Spending or re-gifting paint-covered coins is considered to bring bad luck. Wait, so all this talk about the red eye at the bottom of the mines, was that just bullshit? Now I'm really starting to think that everything we saw in Sierpinski was just like in Ariane's mind, like a recollection of her days on Rotfront and like the red eye she saw in the sky. But we saw all these flashes about like, oh, the red eye watches, like the dead god, the fuck, like all this cryptic shit, but is that not anything? Unlock the door. That's locked. And we can go further upstairs. I'm starting, like, I'm getting more and more pieces of the puzzle, but... Climb down. Oh! 98, 98, 98. Pleasant sound. Wait, I lost it. Ah, there's more of them. Shit. All these flashes, there's so much text being shown. I've taken damage. I should have brought my fucking shotgun. Alright, I need to see the code again. 249. Wait, they're right in front of the door! Should I just use the prod? I could just use the prod to knock him down. If I die, I'll just restart, I guess. Die, die, die. You're not down? I can't see shit. I can't see... I went out. That's not what I want. I think I wasted a... It's not going well, is it? I just died, didn't I? I think it said give up. Ah, shit. Where did I last save? Man, that's a lot of enemies for one room. Okay, Alright, so at this point I haven't been upstairs yet. Okay, not the rifle in this case. Let's just bring stun prods. And let's get a repair spray too. Cause I feel like I'm gonna need it. Maybe I should just bring the shotgun instead of this. Yeah, let's just bring the shotgun, because that way I'm gonna shoot in a cone. Let's bring like 3 more. Equip this, equip this. I'll leave these for later. So do I go deal with those right away? I don't actually need to go there yet, so I'm gonna wait. Let me go deal with those first. 95, 95, 95. You die. How did that not fucking kill you? No use? Die, please. Okay, I wasted a prod. Took some hits. Wasted probably some bullets too. But, okay. Gee whiz. Alright, there's one more. Thanks. And there's a repair spray. Okay, well then I'll use this one. Still not in the blue. You need a lot of healing to get back to blue. Let me re-equip this just so I can look at this place. Wiedervereinigung jeden Preis. I'm so sorry to my German watchers. Reunification. Reunification at any cost. Orbital Defense Cannon Battery Veneta 12, Buyan and Kitez in our crosshairs. Artillery divisions of the People's Army. So yeah, they were in the middle of a war. But I'm not sure like what the deal is. Oh, there's so much more here. Ugh. There's Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata again. Was that the name? A thermite flare? Yes, but hang on. Yes, but hang on. Bioresonance technology and its limitations. No other technology has shaped our nation as bioresonance has. Would we ever have been able to free ourselves from the stranglehold of the Empire without the support of replicas? Essential technologies like climaforming and induced gravity would be impossible without bioresonance technology. Despite that, it feels like we've made little effort to really understand or replicate bioresonant effects with conventional technology. Our progress in the development of electronics and microprocessors has stagnated for nearly a century now as we focus solely on new ways to instrumentalize this barely understood phenomenon. Take replica production, for example. The process of duplicating a neural pattern from a Gestalt donor to a replica brain is still not fully understood. How does synchronicity happen? Why is the duplicate imperfect? What happens to pre-existing patterns in the receiving brain? Wait, I thought... Wait, so you mean you're implanting neural patterns on existing brains? I thought they were just like, you know, creating a clone from nothing. Like just growing a brain in a tube or like copying the neural pattern on like a brain chip or something. I didn't think they were implanting a personality on an existing brain, because then of course you would have like all kinds of problems. You would get flashes of your previous life. Is that what happened to it? But this is for replicas, and Ariane is a Gestalt. Recreating a replica purely with microprocessors and digital programming may be far out of reach, but I believe that we've become overly dependent on a poorly understood technology controlled solely by a few gifted individuals. Isn't that always how it is? It may not be long before we're back where we were under the Empire. Why is there so many flies in here? Butterflies. Pareidolia. Pareidolia? What is pareidolia? Oh, it's what they talked about in the thing. The perception of apparently significant patterns or recognizable images, especially faces, in random or accidental arrangements of shapes and lines. Right. Like seeing the image of a skull on a moth, for example. There's a plant, a little bamboo plant here. And a locker. Elster? Elster? Wait, it was on Elster and now it's like something else? Eular? No. Arar? Is it like a code for one of the... No. It wouldn't be STSR, it wouldn't be Star. MNHR, no. Falk, no. Adler, no. Eular? STSR, no. Calibri, KLBR? No, there's no K. Okay, what do I have on me right now? I have 3 shotgun bullets and 4 stun prods. Ooh, nice, I got both. Ah, there's more of them. Come over here, come over here. Shit. Did I get both? Yeah, I got both. Nice. Alright, perfect. You know what? Burn? I should totally burn the other one too, but... Okay. Still got my bullets. Let's... Not gonna use this yet, even though I'm in the yellow. Let's re-equip these. Alright, I'm taking a lot of risks here by continuing, even though I have like almost nothing, but... Okay, these are closed anyways. This is closed, this is open. This... Oh. Okay, I guess this whole section of the map is inaccessible now. Ugh. Oh, there's another disc. Blocked by a mass of flesh, no way through. Red diskette? Yes. Okay. What happened here? A red magneto-optical data storage diskette for use in office computers. The label says Patients Archived. Okay, we're gonna have to go back downstairs to check that out. Actually, considering I probably won't be back in this hallway, it was kind of a waste of a thermite, but... Oh no, because there's still the lock up here, so I'm definitely gonna come back here. Let me pick those up and pick... okay, the repair spray I already got. I feel like maybe I could already be able to open this, but... I don't want to just try a bunch of combination without actually knowing what I'm doing. Like, probably I'm gonna get the answer somewhere, so let's just wait. For now, let's go back downstairs. I need to get back to a save room. I can't carry it. Alright, I need to do some inventory management. So, store this. I guess I'm gonna keep those. Like, they are really useful, and I have a lot of them, and they're useful to save on bullets, so... store these. The disc, I need to get to the computer room, but the computer room is like all the way there. How do I get there again? Shit. Right, I need to go through the alley and then I could get there. That's fine. Okay, I can probably do that then. The photograph. Maybe I can use that on the computer? How many shotgun shells do I have left? 14. Alright, let's get some. Chick chick, that's a good sound. It doesn't leave me a lot of space though. That's the problem with the shotgun, like you can't really have a lot of ammo inside of it at at any given time. Okay, let's use one repair spray. Get me back in the blue? No? Oh, there's another one. Do they spawn new items around you just to make sure you're able to progress? Or am I crazy? Did I just not pick that up? I guess it's possible. I'm sure I've missed like a few items, a few documents, unfortunately. Like I've tried to be thorough, but sometimes when you're in a panic and you don't notice like there's a little paper there and you know. Alright, so there's all these doors over there. I'm gonna have to get back there eventually, but for now, should I just go up the... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna store... The disc, I know where it goes. I'm gonna keep the photograph because I don't know where that goes. And I'm gonna go explore these rooms there. Because I don't think they lead anywhere else. And then after that, we'll go to... I'm so scatterbrained right now. We're gonna go to the computer to read the diskette. .10mm pistol. Can you imagine still using that pistol at this point? I mean, I guess you could. Like how much ammo do I even have for this pistol at this point? 24. I mean, I guess it works. It's just you need a lot of shots to take down enemies. Okay, let's hope all these monsters stay down. This room was full of people. Let's see. I should try and stun it. But I don't need to attack them, so... Okay, this is locked. This is open. This is open. Let's see what horrors await us. Pack station? National Post packet box. Packet Billig. Oh, this is the photograph. See? Good thing I carried it. That's going to open the locker. Oh. Son. And... leaving. I have been found out. I'm sure the white-haired girl working at the photo store in Sector C is bioresonant. Be careful. They don't pay me enough to take any more risks. I am on the next ship to Kitez tomorrow. Meet me at the docks in Sector N if you want to bail too, son. I'm really starting to feel that maybe this whole game has been Alina/Ariane as a bioresonant person, Gestalt, putting Elster through like this whole fucking thing. She's bioresonant. And what do I need these tarot cards for? Do I still need the photograph, or like is it just there now? It's just there now, okay. Sun. How many of these cards do we need and what do we need them for? Where is this gonna go? Oh, shit. Okay, that's a good... Okay, there's a lot of good shortcuts. I will give them that. I don't even need to go back there anymore. I mean, I could... I should go to open the... I will go to open the shortcut, and then I'll go back to... Oh, wow. Just like that, it's already inaccessible. I don't even need to attack these. I could just run through. Oh, they did not even hear me, even though I was running. This room is also inaccessible now. I mean, I know they won't lock away areas where you still need to go, but it does give you the feeling that this place is quickly being taken over, and like if you don't hurry up, you're gonna lose access. Alright, another tarot card. Give me the red disc. Let me save. I haven't seen where I'm gonna need those turrets though. Okay, I'm going back upstairs just to open that shortcut and also to get those. Because the more shortcuts we open, the more we can... This is locked. Goodbye. We're still looking for the birthday of the E2 sisters to open the bookstore. So now we can go straight to... Oh, we also have to go upstairs in that room with the key. Alright, red diskette. Let's go. Oh, it's a calendar. Oh no, it's a Medibank. Date of birth on Rotfront. World of birth Rotfront. Homeworld Rotfront. Occupation construction worker. Retired. Residence sector Rot C. Medical history chronic asthma. Osteoporosis. Severe hearing loss. Doctor's notes. Cochlear implantation requested. Kind build. Like, maybe this means like confidential or something. Medical database, private data for medical personnel only. Roswitha Fong. I know we get to see her. That's a colibri, because she's got like the marks. Roswitha Fong. Wait, so wouldn't the world you've been born on also your home world? I guess that's just where you live. So she was born on Veneta, but she lives on Rotfront. Replica technician, retired. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Multiple sclerosis, insomnia. Patient is forgetful about her medication. Waltro Gao. Rotfront factory worker. Irritative bronchial asthma. Did not react well to antibiotics. Erika Itu. Ariane Young is there. Okay, let's do them in order of importance. Ulrich Ko. Rotfront, Kitez, mechanic. Irritative bronchial asthma. Doctor's notes removed. Saskia Lee. Corrupted. Rotfront student. Bronchial infection. Doctor's notes unknown cause. Rebecca Liang. Veneta Rotfront biologist. Sinus infection. Antidepressant ration was doubled. Nikolai Nguyen. A very rare male. Only the second male we've seen. Rotfront rider. Thoracic back pain. Claims to be unable to take part in communal morning exercise. Siegfried Yi. Rotfront cleaner. Irritative bronchial asthma. Contact dermatitis. Repeated contact to chemical irritants during work. Alright, let's see. Oh, her full name is Isolde. Isa is just like the shortened version. Erika Itu. Rotfront. Born on Veneta. Lives on Rotfront. University student. Sprained ankle, grade 1. Very active in sporting activities. There's Isa. She was born on Veneta, lives on Rotfront, shop assistant. For the bookstore? Or for the photo store? For the bookstore. Minor fracture left shin, double fracture right arm, major laceration forehead. Regularly treated for small lesions, very prone to accidents. Because she was being bullied, right? But I thought her sister was the one getting bullied. Ariane Young. There she is. She was born on Lang. I thought there was nothing on Lang other than Sierpinski, but I guess there's other stuff. She's a radio officer. Lives on Rotfront. Insomnia, bruising, premature acromotrichia. Doctor's notes removed. What is acromotrichia? This game is having me Google all kinds of things. Is that like your hair changing color? Is the loss of hair pigmentation? That's why her hair is white. So could her hair turning white just be a coincidence, even though... But no, it can't be related to persona degradation because she's not a replica. But then why did they show all these different versions of her? Maybe she went under like... Maybe she went through like a bunch of fake identities. And the game is like putting this in parallel to Elster going back through multiple like neural patterns? Is that what's happening? All right, well, we have what we need here. We need the birthdays. And we have them. So Isa and Erica. So Isa's birthday is let's see. 14S 52 PC 560524. Not sure which of these is the thing I need. And Erica, it's... Okay, no, it's not that number because it's the same for both of them. Then it's 56052. Oh, it's the same for both of them, so it's the same code. Wait, so they were born on the same day? Maybe they're twins. Oh, that would explain a lot, actually. Maybe they are twins. So they're born on the same birthday. Okay, I'm gonna go save. I'm gonna grab the key. The key to the... We have a lot of tarot cards. Patient key. And let's go upstairs to that. Let's go upstairs. The key was bloodied, so I really don't know what we're gonna find in this room. Ugh. Dream diary. 6th night. I dreamt I was an imperial farmer. I embraced my lover in the red deserts of Kitez. When a storm consumed us, the sand grinding us down until nothing remained. The red deserts? Like the fake ending, we were like in a desert full of red? 13th night. I was a worker in the mines of Lang when I was consumed by a shapeless mass of flesh. My flesh joining with the flesh of many others until only my bones remained. My mind joined the collective of flesh, which persists beyond death. Is none of this real? Have we just been playing through her dreams? I mean, there was all this weird stuff, like watching a VHS tape and then getting a key from the tape, which makes no sense. But then some other stuff makes it seem like what's happening is real. Maybe it's just Elster going through Ariane's mind, or like going through a dream, or going through... Because this is just what we played. This is like chapter 1. And then this is the fake ending. As a storm raged in the sky, I fell from a ruined skyscraper on Vineta, but I never reached the ocean below. I kept falling when suddenly lightning struck the building, and I woke up. I was floating in the sunless sea below the ice of Rotfront, when I saw a large creature move in the darkness below me, in the moon's dark core. Ugh. I saw a burning eye in the sky above the clouds of Buyan. I was walking through the floating imperial palace, when the gaze of the sun-like iris burned my body to ashes. Oh. This is what you need the tarot cards for, so you need 6. Oh, okay, well I need to bring them here, and that means I need to fill my whole inventory. And there's a knife? Okay, well then this might be... I was gonna say this might be the last place you need to go, but no, because we don't have the dials either. This might give us the dial. It means traveling without any weapon, though. Do I have 6 tarot cards? I think maybe I'm missing 1. I think I have 5. How many tarot cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I only have 4. Okay, I still need a bunch more. Okay, well then we'll keep that for later. Let's go check out the bookstore. Were there other places I haven't been to? The tarot table. Right, the butterflies. There's the lock there. I'm not sure how to open that though. Let's start by checking the bookstore. I think maybe doing the tarot thing would give us what we need for this. Like, it probably shows the alignment of the moon on the cards once you turn on the UV light, and then we would know how to align those. And then maybe something will happen when you look down this hole. That's gonna like progress to the next chapter, or like, I don't know. Alright, so the code is the last 6 digits. 5, 6, 0, 5, 2, 4. There we go. What's gonna be in here? It's just a bookstore. Just a bookstore? Song of the Gods. Banned book. Possession and distribution of this publication is prohibited and punishable by the 4th Cultural Protection Act. Well, then why'd you not just burn it? There exists a connection between all of us that few are fully aware of, a song that we all dance to, but few can hear. This deep vibration of the cosmos cannot just be heard and felt, we all resonate in harmony with it, shaping it, deforming it around us. Those select few who can consciously perceive it often fear it. Too oppressive is the sound of the stars, too invasive the noise of the unaware around them, polluting the song with their fickle emotions. But every once in a while, some are born that can not only hear and play this music of the worlds, but who can conduct it. Gifted individuals capable of manipulating the essence of the world around them. Is that what Ariane is doing to me? Many believe that the Grand Empress is such a being. Who? That's the first time we've heard of this. I mean, if there's an empire, I guess that means there's an emperor or an empress, but we've never heard about them. Her immense will bent humanity into the Empire of Yusan and lifted us to the stars. It was her power that imbued life into the first of the machine servants that now carry the weight of the Empire on their carbon steel backs. Huh. Isa? Is that you? I couldn't find her. I've looked everywhere, but she's not here anymore. I can't go on. I'm sorry. Don't do it. There's always a way. There's always more to live for. Oh, she's turning. Just like that? Why? Was she even infected, or she just like straight up dissolved? Forgive me. She dissolved into the ground. What the hell? Is this like the bad ending? I wonder if there's... Are there like multiple endings to this game, or is there just the one ending? Prometheus. Here I sit, forming mortals after my image, a race resembling me, to suffer, to weep, to enjoy, to be glad, and thee to scorn as I. Another tarot card. Pick up death. Isolde. A photograph of Isa wearing a school uniform. This picture is badly damaged. Erica. And there's like a bowl. Am I supposed to be able to put something in there? So, was it that she was infected this whole time and like her will is what kept her going and like kept her from turning into just nothing? Or like, and just because she can't find her, she just gave up on life and just like that, she like vanished into like blood and gore? Resonant phenomena. Synchronicity. Phenomena that are meaningfully related yet lack a causal connection. We've yet to discover the true source of the ability of the mind to alter the physical world, yet creating physical phenomena remotely simply by consciously or unconsciously willing them into existence forms the basis for the entire field of bioresonance technology. I'm still not entirely clear on what bioresonance even means. I thought it was mostly just like getting to read people's minds and also influence them. Like they said that Commander Falk she had mental power over like weaker minds. So like all of her soldiers kind of obeyed her because she was bioresonant. And we know that the Colibris can kind of like all sync up and I guess affect the people around them. But I really thought it was just a mental thing. How can it affect the physical world? Before the advent of bioresonance technology, acausal correlations were often falsely interpreted simply as chance. Many phenomena such as remote viewing, doppelgangers, or the Poli effect have since been classified as synchronistic phenomena related to bioresonant effects. The world we live in would be impossible without bioresonance, but its origins remain unclear. If it was truly a divine gift from outer space, as the late Empress claimed, why was she defeated by our great revolutionary who had no such divine powers? So this great Empress believed that this power was given to her by some greater power, like some godlike cosmic entity. But could it be that it was just science or just like a natural phenomena? That's so weird. Auto injector. Rows of dusty books. I don't have time to read these right now. She just died. Unlock the door. Well, that's only the 5th one. Death. Let me make absolutely sure I'm not missing anything here. I'm at this point now where like I'm questioning whether anything is actually happening or if this is all just, you know, a dream or like some metaphysical manifestation. Like the only thing I haven't done is the lock, right? That's the only thing. Okay, it's upstairs. I really should have killed those. Go upstairs. I have to assume I already have the answer for that locker then, because that's the only thing we have left to do. Is this room. That is the only thing. Pareidolia. Incubation box? Do not tilt? Is there like a brain in there? But like, okay, that's the only thing, right? I've looked at everything else. That's it. That's the only thing I have left to do. Butterflies. Butterfly. Butterfly. The answer has to be in there somewhere. Like, whose room is this even that I'm in right now? It's 4 letters. The white-haired girl. Okay, so the E2 sisters were from the bookstore, and I guess Ariane was at the photo store, and they were friends. And someone suspected that she was bioresonant. And I guess she could be one of these other people who had the gift. Like, just like the Empress, she was like the second coming of the Empress or something, and like maybe she doesn't know how to use this power that she got given to her by the universe itself. But like, that doesn't tell me... That doesn't tell me what the combination to the lock is. Like, who is this? That's Alina Seo. Is Alina and Ariane the same person? No, they have to be the same person because she said her hair was turning white. So she had to start like this, and then eventually her hair turned white. But then why is her name different? Why did she change her name? And who's this person on the left? When you look at the medical records in your history, it doesn't show the pictures of the faces, because maybe I could have like... Oh, maybe this is... Lilith E2? Wait, who is Lilith? Another E2? There's an Imperial spy active in your area. Aeon? Elster? Aeon? Oh, it's Aeon. Okay. Oh, they're like chrysalids or butterflies. You know, it's funny, I actually just watched Silence of the Lambs for the first time recently. They're like butterfly cocoons. Why can I not look at them? You have nothing to say about that, Elster? Okay. Incubation box. Okay, well, there we go. That's the final tarot card. The moon. But like, how... I kind of just took a guess there with Aeon. How was I supposed to guess it? Like... Like, I don't really feel like I got to this the correct way, because I really just took a guess. Oh, and you got rid of my shortcut. How nice. So, no real point opening this shortcut then. Well, then I have to go downstairs. Oh, they're funneling me, like, where they want me to go. Okay, okay. I feel like we're very close to the end now. I need to get back to this staircase. That's my only way up now. And then get all the tarot cards from there, and then go upstairs to that room. Okay, well, for now, I'm going to store them. Restore this. And let's hope the shortcut is still open. And that the monster... I had a feeling. Thankfully, this one is just standing, looking at the door. Please tell me it's still open. Okay, I guess it is. What the fuck is happening here? This has to be like a visual representation of her mind being corrupted, right? The light well above has been consumed by the mass of meat, releasing some debris that was caught in the nets above. A dial ring? Okay. Put that there. Oh, this one there is missing. There you go. So now we'll get to adjust it, but first we need to do the tarot thing. This place is being taken over. Alright, this is it. I feel like we're at the end now. Last trek, and we have to fill our whole inventory with just the tarot cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No weapons. Just one final trek. And let's hope we get some answers. Because I have no way to defend myself. So don't throw shit at me that I need to fight. Alright, this is it. So we need to use the dream diary here. Kitez, an imperial farmer, I embraced my lover. A storm consumed us, the sand grinding us down until nothing remained. This has to be the lovers. I was consumed by a shapeless mass of flesh, joining with many others until only my bones remain. My mind joined the collective of flesh which persists beyond death. So this could be death. As a storm raged in the sky, I fell from a skyscraper, but I never reached the ocean below. I kept falling, and lightning struck the building. This is the tower. I saw a large creature move in the darkness below me in the moon's dark core. That has to be moon. And Buyan, a burning eye in the sky above. Sun-like iris. I guess the sun? Alright, so Buyan, do I have a sun? Oh, star. Okay, this is sun. Lang would be death. Rotfront would be the moon. A giant red eye in the sky. Venetia is the tower. Which means the last one that we don't have the dream for is star for Heimat. The star. And what's happening on the picture? It's like someone pouring something in the water. There we go. And then flip the switch. There it is. Alright. Always about these hexagons, huh? Alright, well, this is it. We have the information we need. Still no weapon to defend ourselves, though. So let me just make it back to my safe spot, please. I feel very naked right now. Very defenseless. So adjusting the dials is the last thing. And then maybe a boss. Maybe I should bring some powerful weapons with me. Let's bring those 2 repair sprays. Let's bring some stun prods. Some thermites. I'm just going in fully loaded. Let's get fully loaded because I don't know what's gonna be in there, so I'm bringing everything. Alright, I'm going in with thermite, stun prods, the rifle, and the ammo I have left because I assume I'm gonna be fighting something. Maybe Adler? I don't know how Adler would have made it here, but we saw a flash of him just before this Rotfront section. But he was looking over Commander Fox, so he's still in Sierpinski, but like, could he somehow show up in here as like a representation of her past trauma from when she was working on Lang? I don't know. I don't know, but we're going in. Equip this. Equip this. I'm locked and loaded. Let's go. This place isn't looking any better. So, Booyan. Oh. Ugh. That's not normal. That's not a thing that can happen. Are we back in the... Oh, we're back in the room! How is this possible? Back in that room at the bottom of a fucking creepy... Computer screen is blank. It's the king in yellow. Ariane loved reading these. Textbooks on radio operation. These used to belong to Ariane's mother. Well then... Black and white pictures of the paintings Ariane used to make. The national flag. It's meaningless. Wow. I still don't have the keys. It's locked. It requires a key. I still need those 3 keys. And there's the Signalis logo again. Seems to be the insignia of the safe manufacturer. Oh, that's what it is? Oh, and the hole has just closed behind us. So if you needed any confirmation that what's happening is not real, that's pretty much it, right? The hole is just gone. Oh, I think maybe we can open this door now. An old wooden wardrobe. Ariane used to keep her clothes in here. Then what's the book? And the radio. Ariane's old radio transmitter. It's still transmitting. On 195. Nothing on 195. What was with this book? The last seal has been broken. It's time to go home. Pick up the king in yellow? No. Go home? What's with the door? The door won't open yet? Well then what more can I do? I mean, I can't go anywhere. This is it. This is everything. A dusty bed. Ariane used to sleep here. So right now we're in the... Okay, so I guess at the beginning of the game, when you crash on this snow planet, it's Ariane returning to that planet where she used to be a radio operator. Before everything else that happened. She came back here? Like she chose to come back here, maybe? The king in yellow. Time to go home. Pick it up? I guess so. My god, we're in the room for real. Where's the safe? Where's the safe with the locker? No map data. I have nothing. Repair spray? Okay. Auntie's note. Ariane, I left some of yesterday's dinner in the fridge for you. You can warm it up when you get back from school. Please pick up the books your uncle ordered from the E2 bookstore on your way home. Remember to leave some space in your school bag for them this time so they don't get wet. Okay. So we're in her old apartment where she used to live. But this can't be on the snow planet. Or is it? Which one is the snow planet? It's Rotfront, right? Aeon. Workforce assignment for Ariane Young. We have been informed that your compulsory military service period was recently completed. According to our files, you have previously graduated from Mandelbrot Polytechnical High School in Rotfront Sector C on R3459, and have recently submitted an application for military service assignment, the Penrose program, right? Oh, so I thought being on the Penrose program was her military service. But no, she did her military service, and then she went on the Penrose program. You have been processed by Aeon Workforce Assignment, previous work experience. As a store clerk part-time for Young Photo Store. Compulsory military service, Rotfront Orbital. And then, long-range radio operations officer in training. So first, she was in Rotfront, working the photo store. Then she did her military service on Rotfront. And then she was a radio operator? Should you not be accepted by a military service program by the end of the season or find other employment, you will be assigned the following workplace. Sierpinski. Should you not be accepted? Wait, so did she never work on Sierpinski? Because she was accepted, right? We saw her on the ship. I feel so close to like understanding what's happening here, but... So she never went to Sierpinski? Was it just like a nightmare she had about, oh, can you imagine if I'd gone to work there? 20 ammo. Oh, we're gonna be fighting something. Ariane Young. Letter from Mother. My dearest Ariane, I'm so glad to hear you're feeling better again. I was very worried when I heard from your aunt that you're in the hospital again. I still remember how you used to get sick so much as a child. Please don't overexert yourself, okay? The photo you sent me is very interesting. What a strange coincidence that she looks so much like you. You could be twins. Perhaps she is related to us somehow, though I don't know anyone named Seo in our family. From the looks of it, it was shot on Veneta. You could be twins? Alina? What? What the fuck is happening? Your military service will begin soon, so you might be wearing a uniform like her soon enough. Please send me a photo when that happens. Love, Mother. What? What is happening? Okay, I still have access to all my stuff. I guess they just give you like a little bit of health and bullets in case you've lost everything like getting here, but I'm good. I still have all my stuff, so I guess I'll bring all my auto injectors and I'll bring my rifle and my like good bullets. I guess we're about to fight something very dangerous, but we need to keep some space. So equip that, equip that. Hopefully I don't need more than 8 like bullets. She looks just like you. So she was saying Alina Seo could be your twin. And the person who did work on Sierpinski was Alina Seo, not Ariane. But Ariane was almost sent to Sierpinski, so then what the fuck? Why were we looking for... I don't know what's happening. Is Ariane somehow using bioresonance to control Elster to like uncover what happened to Alina? Like, I'm so fucking confused. But I guess we're about to find out. So it said keep some space in your inventory. This is the end. Leave forever? Wait. Let me go back in the other room. There's no point going back. Oh. Leave forever? Well, I mean, at least they're clear that this is the end. But then why do I need to carry some space? Let me bring my revolver also in case I run out of ammo. Okay. Wait, someone in the comments told me when you're at the end, try and go back to see something different. Like when you're in the final hallway, but... I don't know what's happening. Adler's note. All efforts to contain this illness have been in vain. All the Gestalt workers have succumbed to it, leaving only dark shadows on walls and floors where they died. Soon all of us replica will have lost our senses and turned to writhing masses of flesh. On every world? Or just on Lang? It was happening on Rotfront also. Is it that Ariane is like another of these chosen ones, like the Empress, and like she got the power of this red-eye god or whatever, and she got the power to affect everyone else in the universe, and she used it to like free the replicas by joining them all in... No, why would she do that? Then what is this illness? I now believe it was not an infectious disease, nor some form of poison or radiation. It was a slow corruption of reality itself. As I've relived the same cycle over and over, each time details change, things are twisted, added, removed. How long until it all turns to nothing but noise? So it really is like some kind of reality bending thing that's happening? Well, then you can... I mean, not to discredit the whole story, but then you can kind of do anything, right? Like if it doesn't have to obey the laws of reality. I hope it at least still fit with some kind of structure that makes sense with what we've seen. The red eye. A red dream. A crashed ship. A strange gate. A hole in the ground. An island beyond reach. Memories from other lives. Dreams of suffering and loneliness. A promise. A search for someone lost. I saw her in the red emptiness waiting for me. We had made a promise. As the memories of a stranger rushed into my mind, I felt the borders of myself blur. Now I can no longer tell where Falk ends and Elster begins. Wait. But... Wait, so you're saying that Elster and Falk are like the same person? But they're like a different model though, so... How can we be the same person? If we're like two different models, so like even if we were to both go through persona degradation, wouldn't we then revert to like a different person? I can no longer tell where Falk ends and Elster begins. Stop. You must turn back. There is nothing for you there. You've tried so many times and you failed every time. Don't you see that you're ruining everything? This is your final warning, Adler. I've tried many times. Many times to do what? Should I try and turn back? Let's listen to it. Oh! Wait, is the floor changing? I'm turning back. Turning back. Isn't this his room? Adler's diary. I have been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture I discovered in storage, a strange box with a removable dial in the front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. Yeah, I remember reading this. When I put my ear to the mechanism, I can hear it faintly clicking like a clock. Without Colibri's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cadre. If there is anything good to say about that woman, it's how she knows how to make others respect her orders, despite her minuscule stature. I went to see her today, but her room is still locked. I had a dream tonight, another memory of my Gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow, and I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them and asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. Right. The tarot cards. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I am now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar, when I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was expecting the mining site. However, it was clearly a model I have never seen before, some type of engineer with an orange chess piece. In my memory, she was just another member of our staff, but no such replica was ever stationed on Sierpinski. Replica memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced such a strange phenomenon. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. All the box contained was a small notebook, of which all pages turned out to be blank. It has been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance, that overwhelming authority in which she bathes a room. More sick, making my work even harder. How are we meant to shoulder this workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that as our protector staff decreases, so does the workforce we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too fast for any attempts at treatment. Another diary filled for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet, since I spent my save ration marks on that marvelous looking fountain pen. I guess I'll make use of that notebook. Excavation Team C. A bunch of Mina units, 1 Elster unit, 2 Aurora units. I have been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture, yeah. Met with Colibri to review the latest additions to the facility staff. Halfway through the meeting, she stormed out of the room for no discernible reason. While incredibly rude of her, I didn't particularly mind since I've had quite the annoying headache ever since morning. Maybe we never were on that ship. Maybe Elster and Ariane were never on that ship together. That whole beautiful life they had, that never happened. Maybe she was sent to Sierpinski. She was the Colibri sent to help Adler. She stormed out of the room because maybe she saw Alina on the staff and he's had a headache because she's been affecting the world around her this whole time, right? I had a dream tonight, the first one in a long time. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow. I was conducting some sort of test. I had to go down to the mining site today for the scheduled inspection. We're still waiting for that new Elster unit we ordered. The shipment was delayed by several cycles, but the excavation progress is still on schedule, so it shouldn't be a problem as long as no more staff gets sick. There were piles and piles of Elster units, but what does any of this have to do with Falk? Finally managed to open that strange box. Sadly, all it contained was a small notebook. All pages turned out to be blank. For some reason, I feel like I somehow knew beforehand, as if I had already opened the box before. Did I dream it? Apparently, there's some rumors of an infectious disease spreading among the Gestalt workers. Could it be another flu outbreak? So was Ariane causing the infection then? It wasn't some cosmic entity, it was just her reality distorting bioresonance? Another diary filled for no benefit but my own satisfaction. Why is this all the same thing? 84-21-6, 84-21-6. But then there's like different entries. Because he keeps... Oh, yeah, he said I keep going through the same events over and over again. So someone is putting people, either everyone or like specifically just Adler, through some kind of loop. I keep being sent here to do something. But what? Snap Adler out of his... Like, what is it? It ended in an extended argument. No matter what I do, that woman just always has to have the last word. Still, we both agreed that the Elster unit was a good investment, so no adjustments will need to be made for now. Another boring day. Even the paperwork is uninteresting and trivial lately. On the way back to my room, I saw another new star unit hit her head on a door frame, because they're so tall. Had to go down to the mining site today. The new Elster unit was showing some surveying equipment to me, when something she said about planets and stars suddenly made me realize what the dial reminded me of: an astronomical calendar. I will have to investigate further at once now that my shift is over. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the dullness of work for so long. Small notebook. While the mechanism is fascinating, I'm not quite sure what to do with the box yet. Would it make a nice gift for the commander? Maybe I should ask Colibri what she thinks. But no, because she can't be a Colibri, because the Colibris are replicas and Ariane is a Gestalt. In a fit of adventurousness, I decided to try something new for dinner, and promptly regretted it. I could barely stomach the taste. Such a detestable combination of sweet and savory, it made me sick. Another diary failed for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet since I spent my save ration marks on that marvelous looking fountain pen. I guess I'll make use of that notebook. Elster. Land Survey Ship Technician Replica. A versatile combat engineer unit primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as specialist sappers and scouts. Their technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when in their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chest and forearms. Since the original neural pattern for this unit was lost with the destruction of the central neural archive on Veneta, new Elster units have been produced based on a decommissioned unit from the Penrose program. Wait, did we read this before? Did it say that they were based on a decommissioned unit from the Penrose program? Am I the decommissioned unit that all the other units were based on, or am I just one of them? Okay, wait. I don't know where Elster ends and Falk begins. Then I guess maybe the Falk that was on Sierpinski. But again, they're different models, so I don't know how that works, but who's the Colibri? The Colibri can be Ariane or Alina because they're Gestalts. But I guess the idea is like maybe this Elster unit from the Penrose program, she somehow... I'm really trying to piece it together. I think... Like, did Ariane ever go on the Penrose program with this Elster, or did this never happen? Maybe she did go on the Penrose program, fell in love with this Elster unit. This Elster unit was then decommissioned, and they used it to build all the other Elster units. Then one of these was sent to Sierpinski, and because of a Colibri, or because of maybe some incident or whatever, that Elster unit and the Falk unit started, like, their minds started merging. And because that Elster used to be in love with someone that looked just like Ariane in Alina, she's looking for her. Am I close? I feel like I'm getting close to it. Like, she used to be in love with Ariane on the ship, so now that she kind of like reawakened on Sierpinski, she started looking for Alina because she looked similar. I don't know. Because they sent an Elster unit, but what about Falk? How does Falk fit into any of this? See, we're back on Sierpinski. Oh, it's not letting me change floors. I want to know what the redacted floor was. I feel like as much as I want to figure it out, I'm probably gonna need to like read some kind of plot explanation at the end to really understand. Like, I don't think I'm smart enough to piece it together. It's definitely fascinating, and I really want to, but... And now we're back. Okay, well, that gave me many more pieces of the puzzle, that's for sure. It's all central to Adler and somehow Falk. We can't contain this illness because it's just not an illness. Memories from other lives. A search for someone lost. I can no longer tell where Falk ends and Elster begins. You must turn back. There's nothing for you there. You've tried so many times and you failed every time. Don't you see that you're ruining everything? Final warning. I'm gonna keep going. Falk's memory. We were dancing to that song they started the broadcast with. We fell asleep watching that movie we had seen before so many times. If only I could take us back to that time when we were happy. These memories are mine now. So, Commander Falk is the one getting these Elster memories, but why? Why is she getting memories from a different model? So these memories of an Elster being on the ship and in love with, like, Ariane... This really happened. I guess it happened to that decommissioned Elster unit, but then... How did Falk become... How come Falk has those memories now? There's the island. What's the island got to do with anything? Why did you return? There's nothing for you here. She'll never dance with us again. No matter what we do. She doesn't even want us anymore. Falk. Both of us, we are incomplete. Let us become whole again. Is this just happening in her mind? Like she's fighting the memories of the Elster? Huh? Pick up spear? I guess. Hang on. Oh, good. That's helpful. Can I, like, equip that? Combine? Combine with what? With my gun? I can't combine these. I guess she's, like, fighting the memories of the Elster or something? Wait, I saw something there. There's something, like, here? No? Not too sure what's happening. Let me equip these. Oh, she's a Colibri, or like she has the power of the Colibris? Because I keep getting like damaged by this frequency. Okay, no, she is taking damage. I thought she was always gonna avoid my shots. Shit. Oh, maybe I need to use it. Do I need to use the spear on her? Oh! What? Elster, what? Huh? Huh? She's like distorting reality straight up. Hang on, let me line those up. Shit. I'm out of ammo. It's revolver time, I guess. What is she? Wait, I need to pick this up before she changes reality again. Why do I have this spear? Like, do I need this spear for something? Achtung. Can't use this here. Do I need to, like, stab her with it? Can't use this. Is this just about doing damage to her? Give up. I don't know if this is working. I mean, she's bleeding. Oh, and more bullets just showed up. I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I probably need a spear? What do I need the spear for? This can't just be a damage thing, because I've been shooting her so many times. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Is this about the radio? Like, do I need... Oh, if she's like a colibri, do I need to use the... Maybe there's like a specific radio I need to use? No. It just seems to be this on every... on all of them. I don't know. It's a spear. I can't equip it. Can't combine it. I am at a loss. Do I need to just hug you? Do I need to just show you some love? I love you. Oh, no, taking damage from those. Cannot carry any more spears. Oh. I guess I just automatically use it when I get close to her. Okay. Oh, just shooting fucking black holes at me? That's rude. Who throws a black hole? Seriously. I guess I need to pick up a spear, wait until she gets down on the ground, and then give her a hug. There's not really an animation of me like stabbing her with the thing though. Okay, stop shooting your black holes at me. That's just rude. Ow. Oh, no more bullets. Oh, and she's down. You tired? Okay, I'm stabbing her. Oh, that's why she had the thing through her head. I put that there. I stabbed her through the head. I thought she like started with it. Oh. Okay, I understand what's happening. Let me heal. Pick up spear, yes. Oh, they actually managed to do like a boss battle here. I'm surprised. Yoop! Sorry, it took me a while to like understand what the hell I'm doing. Whoa, she's not done. Stab her. This is a long battle. Ooh. Ah, oh, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, there are so many of them. That's not right. That is so uncool. I only have my fucking revolver. Wait, what was that? Machine gun ammo? I don't have that. Can you at least hit them too? At least they seem to get downed in one hit, so that's nice. Give me a little spear. No space? What do you mean no space? Is she down? Get stabbed! Achtung! How many spears to the face do you need, girl? It's time to get back to your senses. Ow. 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 A lot of reality distortion happening. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Shit. That's a cool design though. She really looks like an angel of some kind. She looks like a seraph. Ooh, ow. Would you go down? I only have so many bullets. Yeah, that's right. A violent scene missing? Yeah, I remember seeing like a very brief flash of that. And she did have like the halo. Esther 512. Just now we are one. I've been waiting for this for a long time. This is the Red Desert planet. Once again, there's Adler. You've returned. Are you really willing to go through with this once more? You've seen what happens. This world cannot take much more. This may be our last chance. If you go back, it'll all fall apart. I can't let that happen. You selfish monster. Oh! Just stabbed me right in the eye. You'll destroy everything. Always going back to the ship. she like wants to go back to their previous life where they were happy together, but like, how? Okay, we opened one, I guess. And that's what destroyed our arm. Back on the ship again. Can't open my inventory. This is locked. This is locked. Trash everywhere. Penrose briefing, phase 2. Start of decrypted transmission. By our calculations, 1500 cycles of mission time will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade. By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your new life on board your ship. As you approach the Oort cloud, your search for new worlds will begin. Utilizing the long-range sensors, you will scout for valuable resources, habitable worlds, or signs of alien life. Remember to rely on your replica to assist you in maintaining your vessel. We all wish you great success in your mission. Cycle 225. When I signed up for this mission, I just wanted to get away from everything. I was sick of Rotfront, of school, of the photo store, sick of the fake smiles and the whispering behind people's backs. When I saw the photo of that soldier, I wondered who she was. Was she happy? Was her family proud of her? Did her comrades love her? Since we looked alike, could I have been like her? But in the end, I just wanted to leave. Nothing I had done or made ever meant anything to anyone, so why bother? Here I am finally free. I get to be by myself and to do what I want. I can finally be happy. Cycle 648. Talk some more to the Elster unit. She's different from the replicas I knew back home. Nothing like my teachers or the Blockward Protector. I know she didn't have a choice, but it feels like she's also here because she didn't fit in. It's like we've run away from the world together. At first, I didn't like having someone around, and I was glad that she's quiet and didn't approach me. But lately, I've missed having someone I can talk to. It's been so long since I've last seen another person. I never thought I'd miss it. Except her, everything is the same in here, always. Nothing ever changes. Penrose briefing phase 3. Congratulations, comrade, you've survived 3,000 cycles, reaching the final phase of the Penrose program. With the end of the operational lifetime of your replica unit approaching, it is time to prepare for the final phase of your mission. I guess maybe she didn't really know what she was getting herself into when she signed up for the Penrose program. She just wanted to get away. They would only tell her after like thousands of cycles in these encrypted transmissions. Alright, so what is the final phase of the Penrose program? Like, did she need to kill Elster? If you have not found a suitable world for landing by this point, accept that you will not. Find solace in the thought that others might be successful where you failed. As you're probably aware, your ship's spare parts and rations will soon be depleted. Life support systems and reactor shielding will soon begin to fail, and radiation may begin to leak from the cooling system. We recommend you do not attempt to prolong your suffering by reusing old filters or rationing supplies. Instead, make peace with your fate. We suggest that you ask your replica while it is still functional to spare you a slow and agonizing death, or that you take permanent rest in the cryogenic pod. Is that what happened, like at the very beginning when they had crashed on that snow planet, where they just... like they were just putting an end to everything? Like, how long is 3,000 cycles? Wouldn't she be like an old woman by then? I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you're looking for a habitable world and you don't find any, like, she's not a replica, she's just a person, so eventually she would run out of food, run out of water, and then you're just fucked. Like, you just have to accept your death. Remember, you will die having served your nation by partaking in a glorious demonstration of our power. Oh. So that's what they went through? Another unfinished painting. There was never enough time. But why is this place all messed up? Like there's blood everywhere? Oh, it's like a radioactive leak. Cycle 1294. That's a very unpleasant sound. I had a strange dream. I was listening to the radio with my mother. Like back then, the numbers were on and mother was taking notes with a book on her lap. It was that book I saw in the shop window of the bookstore where the twins lived. The one with a yellow hooded figure on the cover. When I went there to buy it, it was gone, and Erica said the protectors had confiscated it. Or was it Isa? I can't remember. Cycle 1840. Everything is always the same. I feel like I'm trapped inside this ship. I know every bolt on every panel in every room of it. I've seen everything, I've done everything there is to do here. I can't concentrate on anything. It's like there's this fog inside my head, and whenever I try to do anything, I just can't focus. I want to go outside. I want to breathe fresh air. I want to feel wind on my face and in my hair. Cycle 2503. I think I lost more hair. I'm sitting here getting older. Every time I wake up, I feel older, weaker, sicker. I get out of breath so easily lately, and my back hurts when I sit down. How much longer will this go on? It feels like I'm just slowly dying. Oh. Oh, that's not very nice. The reactor's cooling system, it's leaking irradiated coolant everywhere. I tried my best to patch it up, but we eventually ran out of spare parts. Yeah, because their ship is only meant to function for so long. Like, they planned it to work for like around 3,000 cycles, and then after that, it's gonna start breaking down. All this blood. Cycle 5. Oh, wow. Okay, so they went way beyond the 3,000 cycles. They were in the 5,000. Every time I go to sleep, I wonder if I'll wake up again. I'm scared that it'll be the last time I said goodnight to her. Did I say it right? Will she be okay? What if one of us just won't wake up tomorrow? I don't want to die. I don't want to live anymore either. Everything is just so exhausting. I just want to lie down and disappear. I just want to sleep. Please just let me sleep. Please just make it stop, please. It's me. I couldn't keep my promise. Despite my best efforts, I eventually fell ill too. It had to end this way. So she tried to like live on without her, but she also fell ill. And then she also died. But then who am I? It's time. This is all that's left. Go home? Wait, hang on. Maybe if I go back? Like, I understand that they went through all this stuff and I guess they were just alone on this ship and just dying, both of them. But then what did I just play through? Like, was it just a vision as she died? Is it the memories of this decommissioned unit coming back to someone else in the future? This is all that's left. Go home? Wake up. I'm trying to change something. I keep going through the same cycle trying to change what happened, but it's impossible. Like, if this is history, it already happened. I can't change it. I guess I wanted to keep my promise somehow, but I've come back for you. It's me, Elster. Elster? I'm sorry, but I don't remember. It's okay. Perhaps this is hell. Please, just let me stay by your side a little longer. That's the end. Give me goosebumps. I wish so bad I could say I understand, like, the whole thing, but I don't really. In the end, I couldn't keep my promise. I fell ill. I guess she died while she just went in that pod and, like, put herself to sleep forever. But then... Barbara Whitman, you restarting. What are you trying to say? Please explain it to me. I'm not smart enough for this. I'm gonna need a plot summary online. Like, I can't... Was it real? The whole, like, reality alteration thing? I still don't really get how Falk factors into any of this. Like, was she the one with the reality distortion powers? She was like, I don't know where Elster ends and Falk begins. What did it mean to go through this door? What did it mean when he said, like, no matter how many times you return, you're not gonna change anything? I guess the whole idea is she wanted to keep her promise. She had promised that they would, I guess, like, live together forever, or like that she would stay by her side. And she couldn't keep her promise because she fell sick and died. And so she left Ariane all alone on that ship, just drifting forever. Or like, did they crash? No, I think they had crashed on the planet at this point. But if they had crashed on the planet, how could they have found this Elster unit to then base other Elster units on, so that these memories could be transferred forward? And why would they even give a Falk the memories of an Elster unit? Well, either she was like reliving her own memories, trying to change the events of what happened, or she was actually going through some real, like, reality altering thing, trying to change the events. Because, like, she legit got stabbed in the eye by Adler. That really happened, because she had the scar on her eye when she went next to Ariane. So, like, who the fuck was Zelina? Like, I don't understand. I wish I was able to piece it together. It feels kind of like giving up to read a summary, but I can't imagine many people understood, like, after first playing this game. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that makes way more sense in retrospect. Like, you can see the sign, you're like, oh, they totally prepared you for that with this message, or like, what was the island? What was the beach? What was the ray of light that came down on that one flash? Why was Falk, like, floating with all her holiness, like she was some kind of angel? El Dead Prelude, Swan Lake, some Tchaikovsky. I love that they use classical music in this. Is there anything more? Old post-credit scene, maybe? Total game time, 13 hours. I saved 74 times. Died 4 times. Dead cheated? What does that mean? Oh, there are multiple endings. Ending memory. Wait. So there's other endings? Did I get the wrong... Did I get the bad ending? Oh, shit. Wait, is there like a true ending I can get? Oh, no. I don't know how to get it, though. Begin anew? How far back would I need to go to get another ending? I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm sorry, I don't know. There's 4 endings? Oh, you need to have the keys to the safe? How could I have found those? Alright, so from what I am understanding from looking up online, it seems like there are multiple endings, and I guess you can get a different endings based on stuff you've done in the game, like maybe enemies killed, or like how much health you get back, or like if you found all the documents. And like, I feel like I've been fairly thorough, and like I did avoid a lot of combat. Maybe you're supposed to kill more enemies, or like I'm not sure how I ended up with the one I got, which was I think memory. It seems like that secret ending that you need the keys for, I guess you can only get from replaying the game again. And as much as I would love to play this game again, obviously this is the finale for this playthrough, and it would take a while for me to replay the game. I don't even know if I would get the right ending even if I did, and it would take a few weeks before I could post like just my reaction to the ending. It would be kind of strange, so I hope you guys will forgive me. I will just watch the other endings on YouTube so that you can get my reaction to them. It does kind of feel like cheating a little bit, and it sucks that probably most people, like the majority of people, when they finish a game like this, will probably look it up online. Oh, there's multiple endings. Do they really want to replay the whole game? I think like the majority of people probably watch the other endings online, but you know, I do still feel like I got the full experience just from playing the game for myself. It's cool that you can get like a different ending by replaying the game again, but like this is, you know, what, a 15-hour game? Like it still takes a while to do, so we're gonna be reacting to the other endings together. Alright, so this is the leave ending. In the end, I had to leave you behind, but it's too much, forgive me. So if you don't go in the ship, I'm not sure how you would get this ending. Just getting rid of the armor. Just all alone on this planet, huh? And I'm so sad, just all alone in the fucking fetal position next to that ship. So that's if you like don't have the strength to go and inside the ship. What did it say in those flashes there? In the end, I had to leave you behind. I wanted to see you again, but it's too much. Forgive me. Okay, so that's leave. Alright, this is the promise ending, which seems to start the same as the one I got. So you do get inside the ship. Oh, it's all blood now. Remember our promise? Sorry, I know it's not the best quality. Elster. She remembers me this time. I can't do it. You have to do it. It's time for this to end. Please. I guess maybe she was supposed to kill her. Was that her promise? Du hast es versprochen? Oh, that the promise? You were supposed to kill her? I'm sorry. Why couldn't she just do it herself? Why would you ask that of her? Why not just lock yourself in your little cryopod and just drift off to sleep forever? Thank you. And then what? Like, you're gonna leave her all alone in this ship? And then she dies, all by herself. But I guess she kept her promise. Seems like she was fine in the pod. Like, she could have just stayed in there, and I mean, that's what the message they got said. They said like, oh, just go to sleep in your pod forever. And I guess that's like one way to kind of die peacefully. Why did it need to be her that kills you? Oh wow. Okay, well, at least in that case, she actually remembers you. All right, so that was the promise ending. This is the artifact ending, which is like a secret ending if you find all 3 keys and open the safe in the room. White lilies, pick up the flower. Before getting stabbed. Multiple Elster units. 6 of them. Around what? What is that? The fuck is that? Oh, look, it's the red eye in the sky. Remember our promise? Remember when we were like just dancing together and everything was nice? But that's the future Elster with the armor. Okay, hang on. Hang on. What does this say? Alright, so this message is from the Bible. It says, the mystery of God should be finished as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. So like, what the hell is that? What is that? What is that thing? So I guess there's like all these multiple different Elsters, of which we're only one of 6, and then they're all around this. Okay, I don't know. All right, so Reddit to the rescue as usual when you're confused about a game. Okay, so basically people don't know, is what I'm getting. There's no clear explanation for anything. It's all just up to your interpretation. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it a dream? Is there some reality warping going on? I actually really like that. As much as I would want to understand everything, I do kind of respect a story that doesn't feel the need to do that, and it just shows you the story. You've got all these different elements, and then it goes, you make of that what you will. I respect that. You know, we've played some games with some cryptic stories like Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. You know, the story was a little bit cryptic, and then by the end I felt like I had pretty much pieced it together. And then when I read up more on it, I was like, okay, so it is cryptic, but everyone, once they take the time to read up on it and connect the dots, pretty much gets out of it with the same story. This seems more like a case where no one really knows for sure what's going on. Everyone has their theories, but it's up to your own interpretation, which I really love. So while I could just sit here and read a bunch of theories, it would be kind of boring for you guys to watch. So I'm going to read up on this stuff on my own time, and then I look forward to discussing the story in the comments of this video. So please let me know your own interpretation of what happens in the story. Is there stuff that was really obvious that I just missed? Is there stuff that like maybe you understood that I didn't? Was there maybe some new things you discovered while watching my playthrough? I would love to know. I would love to discuss it some more because this game was fascinating. I really enjoyed it. This is going to be one of my favorite games that I played this year, even though I don't usually play, you know, these horror games and these survival horror games. Yeah, like I've said, I've never really played these survival horror games, but like I've watched some playthroughs of Silent Hill and Resident Evil, and like it is a genre that I appreciate because they try new things, they rely a lot on a good story and some good atmosphere, and this game definitely had both of those. I'm realizing I really love like 3D models with pixelated texture. That's just, I love that kind of retro look. I love that aesthetic. I think it works perfect for a survival horror like this one. And there is more of that to come because I'm going to be playing another game in that style on Friday for Halloween. I hope you guys are looking forward to it and that you will watch that too. I love the kind of retro futurism because even though they're androids with this advanced technology, they still have, you know, VHS tapes and cassettes and these old computers. I love when we keep the technology kind of retro like that. And the story, you know, it approached themes that were very intriguing. There was like a little bit of Lovecraftian cosmic horror, some, you know, deeper philosophical questions about humanity and the nature of memories and reality, and all that stuff is really interesting to play around with. And you know, just the game itself, getting to explore the map and collect your weapons and your ammo and all these documents and learning the story little by little, getting to fight these enemies, it was all really fun. The one small criticism I have for the whole game is like when sometimes you would walk in a room and there was a monster like right in your face, and I get that's just kind of random, but I feel like that should not happen. That's my only small criticism, and it only happened like once or twice, so it wasn't a big deal, but everything else was fantastic. Alright, hello everyone, this is Luke again from a few days after recording the finale. I've had some time to read up on the story, read up on the game, watch some videos about it, and really just take it all in and think about it and try to put my thoughts together. I won't be very long, I just wanted to address like a few things. I haven't really had to do this for a lot of games where I come back after the fact and need to address it, but the story in Signalis is very complex. You know, I would say that in general, I tend to judge pieces of fiction and media by the effect they have on me initially. Like when you watch a movie, I tend to be like, oh, well, what was my first experience watching it? Because I think most media is kind of created with the first experience in mind. You know, you create these movies with these big hype moments or like these big plot twists to shock the audience and things like that. And you know, these are great and it's a valid way to make art. But there's also other pieces of art where it's not so much about your first experience, it's more about how you're going to feel about it in the long run, when you revisit it, when you watch it again, when you really spend a lot of time with it. And Signalis would definitely go in that category for me, because I'm pretty confident in saying that like most people will not really understand most of the game's themes and stories and like connect some of the dots on your first playthrough. You're just kind of playing a horror game, you're walking around, you're shooting monsters, you're reading documents, hopefully trying to get invested and trying to piece together the story, but like there's so much in there, it's so dense, and there's so many callbacks and so many connections between different elements that most people will not really understand it on your first playthrough. It's only after maybe watching it a second time. Like since finishing the game, I've recommended the game to 3 of the people closest to me, my girlfriend, my brother, and my closest friend. And I've already started watching my girlfriend play it, I've started watching my brother play it, and on rewatching it, I'm discovering new things, I'm noticing stuff that I had seen earlier but forgot about. And yet I really admire the tapestry of themes and elements that are in this game. There's a lot of things that repeat, you know, the hexagon, the number 512, different themes, different images, the island, the king in yellow, all these different things. And so looking back through my own playthrough, I think I was probably wrong about most of the theories that I talked about, because of course I was missing so many elements, you know, like the whole thing about Falk at the end totally caught me off guard because I didn't think she was really that important to the story. Turns out she's very important to the story. I was really confused about Ariane and Alina, and I think that's kind of meant to be confusing. Like, how much of what was happening was real, how much of it was not real, I think is very much meant to be kind of vague and cryptic and left to your own interpretation. But so yeah, when the credits roll, I didn't really understand that much what had happened. I think by now I kind of have a much better grasp on the story, and I'm not going to do a recap of all of it or even try to explain all of it. I highly recommend, if you're interested in the Signalis lore, that you watch the video. I've watched a couple of different story breakdown, and to me the best one by far is a complete story breakdown of Signalis by Indie Explorer. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description below. Great video. It really did a great job of breaking down all the different elements, references, like even stuff like the title of classical songs that play, how maybe the story of these can play into the theme of the game, like the names of the paintings that we see in the game that are real paintings and how maybe their existence connects to the themes of the game. Now, I don't necessarily 100% agree with like everything that's in that video, all the interpretation, but I think maybe like 90% of it aligns with how I see the game's story. There are like a few small details I wanted to touch on that I missed. One of them being that the solar system is Signalis is actually our own solar system, maybe from like an alternate universe or like an alternate timeline. But if you look at the planet, they totally match our own. So, and also the names of the planets are like references to different things from history and mythology and more stuff that is explained in that video. But Buyan, of course, which is shown as this yellow kind of poisonous clouds planet, would of course fit as Venus, and it shows that the palace is floating in the clouds above it. Veneta, which is described as the cradle of humanity, is of course Earth. It's described as an ocean planet, and you can even see the moon in the sky, although the moon does get destroyed in the Venetan War. And then Kides, which is described as like a red desert planet, is of course Mars. Rotfront, which we actually visit, and as we can see on the little map of the system, is actually a moon to another planet. So I think it's meant to be a moon of Jupiter because it's next to a big gas giant. And it adds so much more meaning to the red eye being part of their culture, because of course the red eye could just be the giant storm on Jupiter that would always be looking down on them. So you could totally imagine the people on Rotfront having this red eye as part of their like folklore and culture. There's also Heimat, which is said to be a planet with rings, so of course Saturn. And then Lang, where Sierpinski is, I think would be Pluto because it's an icy planet. And you can assume some of these planets are different in that timeline because they have like terraformed them or climaformed them. But yeah, there's just so much stuff I could talk about, and I don't want to recap every element of the game. Like if you're watching this, you've probably played the game and looked into some of this stuff yourself, but highly recommend you watch that video and also watch the follow-up video that this person made after the patches came out, because turns out some of the stuff in the game was actually added later in patches, and they kind of helped give a bit more context to what was happening, like what the bioresonance was, what persona degradation was, who the different Elsters in the game was. Like, I'm pretty confident that the Elster 512 that we see on the ship with Ariane was a different Elster than the one that we play as in the game. I think the one we play as in the game is the Elster 2310 or something like that. But I think it's the Elster that was kind of hired to be on Sierpinski, because we see in the Adler journals that they had requested for an Elster unit to join them. And so I think the Elster you're playing in most of the game is this Elster, but she's just been kind of affected by Ariane's dream. And yeah, from watching a few different videos, there's many different theories for what is actually happening in the game and like how much of it is real, how much of it is a dream. Some people think the whole thing is kind of a dream of Ariane because of the bioresonance. Some people think, you know, different timelines maybe. The main video I talked about has what is called the double dream theory, and I don't think it means it literally that it's taking place in a dream, but it's more that Ariane on her deathbed is using her bioresonance either consciously or unconsciously and affecting the reality and the people around her, and maybe just the memories of the people. And her signal, of course, signals play a big role in Signalis. I think her signal reaches all the way to Falk, which of course we learn is very bioresonant herself. And then maybe Falk herself is kind of the source of the distorted reality that we see. Like we see she's kind of the dreamer herself. And I know I mentioned many times that there might be like some ancient gods, some Lovecraftian creature that they found in the mines. I don't think that's so much the case. I think maybe they did find this gate that we see, and maybe the gate was just leading to some kind of like in-between dimensions, or like just to some kind of bioresonant elsewhere that then served as like a receiver for Ariane's signal from deep in space. Because as we saw, Ariane, she went on the Penrose program with her Elster, and then they ran out of time. Oh, another detail that I missed, or that I was wrong about, is I said it's great that they do cycles, because cycles can be any length of time. But there is one document that I actually even read, and I guess I just didn't catch up on it, but it mentioned that a cycle is like more or less a day on one of the planets. I can't remember which one, but and so yeah, a cycle is basically a day. And so when they go on the Penrose program, they've been there for 3,000 days, so around like 10 years. And then as we know, the original Elster just died on the ship, and then Ariane just went in her pod and she was waiting for death, but I guess death wouldn't come. And so she sent out this bioresonance signal through space, which then made it all the way to Sierpinski and was, I think, received by Falk, who started affecting the world around her. Now, either she did it just because Ariane's signal and her combined was like very strong, or because she had touched something in the minds of Sierpinski that might also have played a role. It could be some kind of supernatural artifact. I don't necessarily discount that being part of it, but she clearly started affecting the world around her and creating some kind of time loop. To me, the time loop gets confirmed from that room where we read all the different versions of Adler's journal, and I don't think I really made that connection when playing the game itself, but basically they're always the same entries, but some of them are slightly different. There's a journal where they don't have an Elster unit yet. There is a time loop where, oh, they did have an Elster unit, but then people were starting to get sick. There's a timeline where like she's there, but the people have been sick for a long time, and Adler is kind of like realizing that something is wrong. And so there was clearly some kind of time loop going on where the events kept repeating. Like we get this message saying when the dreamer turns, the world turns with them. And so I guess every time it fails, then something restarts. And either that's because of Falk or Ariane, but until the promise could be completed, which is until Ariane could be put to rest, or until Elster and Ariane could be reunited, it just kept looping, and Adler was realizing it because of the journals. And there's just so much I want to talk about. I really can't put it into words as well as that video did. And Alina's role in all this is also like very complicated to talk about, but it's basically she was an old soldier from like way back then, and the person we see on the photo with her would actually be maybe the basis for Elster's neural pattern. Lilith E2, I think, was her name. Like she's the other soldier in the picture who used to know Alina Seo, and so that's why our Elster on the station, she's confused. She thinks maybe she's looking for Alina, because we know it's established that Alina looks very similar to Ariane, and so like she hadn't fully synced up with the other Elster yet, so she was trying to make sense of it from the memories of her like former self. And then there's also the role that Isa plays into all this. It's very complicated, but to me it kind of blows my mind that someone could come up with this whole story. And like that's the craziest part, is like it's one thing to piece this all together, but to actually create and write all these elements in a way that can be interpreted in different ways, and like to leave room open for interpretation. It's actually, I think, much harder to write a story like this than to write like a complex narrative that always ends up in the same place, you know? But yeah, there's just no way I can properly summarize or explain the story, because there's so many different elements between the island and then that beach that we see, that I think is like a representation of the painting with the rocks, and it's another painting that we see that's different from the island. And like the King in Yellow is actually a real book, and like some of the passages and text that we see on the flashes on the screen are from the book, and then other passages are from like the Book of Revelation. And there's like all these different things. Like there's so much put in this game. So yeah, I could just keep talking about it, but I wouldn't really bring anything new that hasn't already been explained in that video. So I think other people have done that much better than I ever could. So I'm just gonna say I fucking love this game so much. So yeah, I could just keep gushing about it, but I'm gonna stop here and just say that I'm thankful that some people create amazing pieces of art like this one that we get to enjoy and share together and discuss. And I had a great time, and I'm gonna keep a very powerful memory of this game and my time with it, and I'm going to be recommending it to other people, and I hope that they can get some enjoyment out of it. And more importantly, I hope that you got some enjoyment from watching me go through this experience myself, even though I was mostly confused for most of it, and I didn't really do that great of a job of piecing it together. But yeah, I had a great time, so I'm going to leave it to past Luke to have the final word for this video. So I'm going to bring this very long episode to a close. I cannot wait to go and read up more on the lore and read other people's theories and to discuss it with you in the comments. So I want to say a big thank you for having followed me on this adventure. If you liked it, again, please consider dropping some comments. There's not that many people watching this series, so drop some comments, maybe share it with other people that have played Signalis. And be sure to tune in on Friday on Halloween, because we're going to be playing another indie horror title. So with all that being said, a big thank you for watching, a big thank you to my patrons for their support, and until the next time, I had fun playing this, hope you had fun watching it, I will see you in the next video. À la prochaine!